Hello and welcome to Yarn Chicken with Mrs. T and Friends, Daft Days, the second video. I'm Mrs. T and we're all friends. So what we'll talk about today, because today is the last day of 2025. And I'll give you the progress that I've made on my ButterCup miniature. We will talk about how I was starting a YouTube channel the last month of 2025. And of course the Scottish word of the day and things that we've been talking about and things that might be coming in the new year. So first I want to say that yes, I have completely finished the mini jumper with ButterCup Miniatures.
Yay!
It's been blocked, it's been sewn up, and it's actually in the room with me right now. And if anybody can guess where it is, you've only got a few seconds to type in the comments, where do you think that jumper is? Yes, Mr. T.
It's panto season, so it's behind you.
Yes, you will see that I've actually put the jumper on a doll that isn't a male 1/6 doll. But I was looking at it after I put it on him, and I thought, oh, that's a nice roomy jumper. I thought, I have a doll. She's kind of an awkward size, but that might fit. And so, of course, when I put it on her, this is just little Jolina, it fit her perfectly. And I thought, you know, I like that. And what you have to keep in mind is that this size sweater is also for an action man, or I think they call them widekens or wideken or something like that. Or G.I. Joes. So they're for the more muscularly 1/6 doll. So I thought I'd try it, and it fits her really, really well, as you can see. But that's the finished jumper. All sewn up, all blocked, all movie. She can move her hands. She could do her little ballerina poses.
Can she do a helicopter twirl?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I can do that.
Yes. I must admit, your yarn chicken, I think, turned out really well. And it would have been a bit boring all in blue.
Yeah, I suppose it would. But it also, I think it suits her, little Jolina. I think it suits her a little bit better. She is wearing overalls or pacheros, or what do you call them here?
Overall, dungarees.
Dungarees. She's wearing dungarees underneath that. So it is looking a bit extra bulky because of that, but that's the only reason why it's looking extra bulky. Else it'd be a little bit more fitted because she's got the dungaree in a little pocket here underneath the jumper. Yes.
I'm officially a curmudgeon, and I believe that cane jumper actually suits the girl more than the boy.
Okay. All right. But anyway, I agree that it suits Jolina a lot more than it suited the other little doll that I have. I think his name's Hunter. But we will show you what it looks like on Hunter in photographs, because it's too hard to take this off and then put it back on and show you what it looks like. So Mr. T will do his editing magic, and he will show you what Hunter looks like in this jumper.
I think I would like to lead the viewers in a round of applause for Mrs. T getting the advent calendar done. Woo!
And to be quite honest, it was a really easy knit. If I'd have just taken the time to sit down and knit it instead of, filming all these vlogs for 24 days straight, I probably could have had it done quite quickly. But, I didn't realize the work that would go into making this channel. And, I didn't think it was going to be a cakewalk or easy peasy or anything like that, but it does take up quite a lot of time. And bless Mr. T, it takes up way more of his time because he has to upload it, he has to edit it, he has to put it through all the things that he puts it through, and then, yes, Mr. T.
They have no idea. I now have utmost admiration for anybody who has a YouTube channel. Because last night, or 2 nights ago, when I was trying to make your last video, the compilation of the 24 videos for Vlogmas, heaven help me, did I not get error upon error upon error. Error! Disk full. The hard drive was full. You do not realize how much storage space, memory space, video files take up. So I thought, yeah, I'll delete these files. Yeah, no problem. I can delete this, I can delete that. Then I can go back and save my program on CapCut. Well, I deleted those files, which were part of the video I was making. So I went back to the video that we wanted to save, and there was big spaces saying media could not be found. It was a fluffing disaster. So I have learned masses this month, absolute masses. Yes, so no more dropping bombshells like that on me, please, Mrs. T.
Well, I do feel really bad about that for another reason, because when you restored a lot of that stuff, it didn't go exactly where you had it. And so when you uploaded it and we watched it, there were some glitches. So
yes.
I still think it looked really good. It was actually Mr. T that said, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen then. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to, ooh, what happened there? Oh, that didn't reload right. So, I still think he did very, very well. I think he did well the whole time. I dragged him through 24 days of not knowing what the hell we were doing. It might as well have been the blind leading the blind. We had no idea where we were going, what we were doing. As a matter of fact, the blind leading the blind probably would have done much, much better than what we did, because they at least have sense about them. We were totally senseless, running around like, goofballs. But I'm glad we did it, and I'm glad I found something to actually give me an excuse to start the YouTube channel, Yarn Chicken, because I've been wanting to start one for quite some time now, but I always find, but I don't know what to talk about. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. And I always talk myself out of it. So this time, I actually used the ButterCup Miniatures Knitalong Advent Calendar as my excuse to actually do it. And it worked. We're going to have a lot of work to do so that we can plan our every episode and have something to say that's worth listening to and worth saying. And so that'll be a lot of work, but to start off with, I think our regular videos will probably be starting off once a week. And then if we find our feet quite easily, then it can easily go up to twice a week or more. We shall see. But definitely, we're going to carry on and do one video at least every week, which is a goal because it's really easy. Because Mr. T and I, we did a podcast way back when, and we did it every day of November, and then we fell out of the habit, and that was that. Yes, Mr. T.
It takes two to tango. You remember that?
Yes. So that was the podcast that we were doing, and it was a really good one. But the thing is that we didn't make plans after the 30 days. What was that called? 30 days of podcasting, or
It was a month like Vlogmas that they have in the podcast world, and it was blog pomo, as in blog posting month, blogcast posting month, blog pomo. I think it was in November.
Yeah, it was November, definitely. And we did it 2 Novembers.
Yes.
You know, we did it 1 November, and then we did it another November, but we never made plans to keep going on. So this time, we have already made plans to keep going on. Mr. T's got a whole bunch of ideas, and we already have a lot of things, you know, videos and stuff like that, if he hasn't accidentally deleted them, to film and show everybody. Yes, Mr. T?
I even purchased a 2026 content planner that you're looking at right now. A whole page for a day. I'm already getting it filled up.
Yes, and I presume that the pictures you took were the ones when you first got it, and they're all empty at the moment, but they're probably not empty now.
Yes.
They're empty in the film and in the pictures probably. But so we plan on starting off with 1 a week. Like I said, if we end up finding that we can easily get enough content to do 2 a week, and Mr. T is willing to do that, then we will go up, or however many a week we end up deciding we might want to do. But to begin with, it's going to be 1 day. And I'm quite happy that I decided, despite how sick I was over the weekend, and it was 9:30 in the evening and we should have been asleep, and I gave us both nightmares all night about videoing and what we were going to say and stuff like that, by telling Mr. T, we're going to start a YouTube channel tomorrow, and it's going to be Yarn Chick Hen. All right. And he's like, what did you say?
I can't remember. It's a blur.
It was, okay. A very weak, okay. Tomorrow? Yes, after work. Okay. So that was good. I didn't realize I was going to stress him out so much that he wouldn't be able to sleep.
If you're going to do something, you do it right. And of course, I am a pedant, as you say, so I like to do things right. So, unbeknown to the viewers, I actually have a domain site for Mrs. T, yarnchickhen.com. I have an Instagram account set up for her, yarnchickhen. We even have a TikTok account, yarnchickhen, all set up. So if you'd like to follow us there, links are in the comments, of course, then yes, feel free. It would be a fun little thing to have you on this journey. We shall also be having surprises on the website, which you will find out in due course. Even Mrs. T doesn't know about them.
No, but I had a sneaking suspicion you had something in the works. So I'm not going to complain. So I'm going to have to say, what's the Scottish word of the day, Mr. T? With all your Scottishness.
Forgot, today is, when you're watching, December the 31st, which in Scotland is not New Year's Eve. It is Hogmanay!
Woo-hoo!
And what on earth is Hogmanay, you might be asking? Well, quite literally, Hogmanay is a Scottish word for the last day of the year, as in today. And it's synonymous with the great Scottish New Year celebrations. However, like a lot of things that to do with Scotland, we have this old alliance with France. They reckon that Hogmanay comes from the Middle French word of Hogmanay. Too many beers. Hogmanay. I shall repeat this and put it in when I'm editing.
Oh my goodness, we haven't even made it to midnight yet, and you can't even say a word?
Well, as you might have listened to our last post, you realised that Scotland was a very Protestant country, and we were banned from celebrating Christmas for 400 years up until 1958. So, As part of this reason, the French word for Hogmanay, meaning New Year's gift, was particularly relevant for Scotland. We didn't give a monkeys about Christmas, and to this day I know a lot of friends, myself really included, who don't care about Christmas. We just want New Year. That's when the bevy comes in. We give the New Year's gift of bevying. Pardon me. We also have first footing, which quite literally is the first foot in the house. When you go to someone's house, you come in first after midnight. You're the first foot. So you give them some presents. You give them some coal to put on the fire. You give them some shortbread to eat. You give them some black bun to eat. You give them some whiskey to drink. And then, of course, what do you sing? You sing the best song in the whole wide world. You sing Auld Lang Syne.
You're not going to sing it, are you?
No, I've done my singing.
Okay, thank you.
Not now.
I won't sing it either. I just don't want people's ears to bleed.
One last thing before we go, Mrs. T, I would like to say we talk about redding the house. Traditionally, people in Scotland on Hogmanay wore red. Do you know why?
No.
It's to clear their homes. It's to sweep out the ashes from the fire, to clear all those debts away. It's to start the new year with a clean sheet. So, Mrs. T, what is Yarn Chick Hen got in store for the new year?
Well, we're going to actually sort of bring some of last year in with us to the new year. So we're going to show you some of the progress we've made on a lot of the things we were talking about over the whole of Vlogmas. And one of the things I was talking about was that I was going to make this little fella. Can you see him in the...
No? Up. There we go.
Right?
That looks like a penguin with headphones.
So I was going to make this little penguin. He's got, I don't know if they're headphones or ear muffs, but I was going to make him because I got this magazine and I thought, oh, he is so darn cute. So we will be showing you. I have been working on him. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't made these wild accusations about, oh, I'm going to make that, and I haven't done a thing. I've actually started making him. That's as far as I've gotten.
He looks cute.
And I've decided I probably won't put the eyebrows on. I'm not too keen on the eyebrows anyway, but I may put them on, but I may not. You'll have to keep watching to see. And Mr. T, I believe you have a little bit of progress to show all the viewers of how far you've gotten on your assignment from Candace from the Crochet Club.
Yes, as you probably know, I am a complete crochet novice, knitting novice, whatever this thing is called. And I agreed to do a gnome thing and a Christmas tree thing. So I have been learning to crochet, and look, I have got a sort of ruffled chain, which you can't really see, but...
Let me see if I can help you.
Yeah, okay, well that's me doing a chain, and then I got to the next part of the stitch, the program, the, what do you call these things, the recipe, no, the pattern, and I had to do this thing. God knows what it's called, but it's chunky.
Treble crochet.
Half treble crochet, and I think for a rank beginner that's quite good. Will I get it done in time before Mrs. T goes back to crochet? I doubt it. However, she pulled it out the bag with her Advent Knitalong, so we're quite rivalry and competitive. I might just do it yet.
I think that you've done very, very well. All the way up until you picked that up to show the viewers and dropped the ball of wool and it went flying across the floor, and now we'll have to pick it up and try not to trip on it. But,
yes,
you know, aside from that, you did very, very good. I think you just need to practice, which, you know, when you're editing a video that sort of disappears and then you have to get it back and sort of takes away from that. But I think you're doing very well. Very well. Very good progress. And to put things into perspective, because a lot of people are thinking, well, yeah, Crochet Club, that was a long time ago. But he did all that probably within 3 hours. And I know beginners in Crochet Club that can't even do a chain in the 3 hours that we do Crochet Club. So, you know, I think he did pretty good because he already had started on his half treble crochets. And once he can master that and get across and finish his, I think it was 80 stitches.
Yes.
Then all he'll have to do is assemble it, and he'll have one down, and then he'll have one to go. So those are the kind of things that we'll probably be doing in the New Year's. Just whatever projects I'm working on, I'll show you, and some new ones that I might think of or find, or oh, I have to do that, or anything like that. Yes, Mr. T.
So the goal is to try and release the video on a Wednesday, which in the yarn world is quite a significant day because there is a, what do they call it? WIP Wednesday, Works in Progress Wednesday, so it leans into that too.
I call them UFOs.
I know you call them UFOs. I'm just saying what's out there.
And I'm just saying, I'd like to point that out.
Because
if it's an FO,
my nose is running.
If it's an FO, then it must have been a UFO at some point. So if it's an unfinished object,
yes,
and then it becomes a finished object. So a UFO and an FO.
So what does a WIP become? A WF?
They say finished object.
Oh, FO.
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
I kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Confusing, but I mean, most of the people I when I was learning how to crochet and knit, called it a UFO and an FO. And I used to always think it was funny because I could see the little UFO flying around, and I thought it was cute. And then when YouTube came along and a lot of people were talking, they were talking about whips, and I was like, what the heck is a whip? And then someone was saying, you know, work in progress. And I was like, oh. And then they'd say, I've got a bunch of FOs. So they called them finish objects, but they called them works in projects. So I thought, okay, so it's a bit of a mishmash. But I usually say UFOs and FOs. Simple. Keep it simple, sweetheart.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. So moving right along. If you watched this far, please, could you like, subscribe if you haven't, comment, and hit the notification bell. Yes, Mr. T.
I would just like to say that we are jumping on the bandwagon. We have created our first short, so we won't just be doing long form videos at the moment. We will do the odd short to keep things short and sweet as well. On you go. Back to you, Mrs. T. In the studio, Mrs. T.
Okay. So if you've made it through to this long, we appreciate that you've watched all the way through the video. It's always a good thing because there's a lot of people, they click on it, they watch 5 seconds, and then they click off it. So if you've made it this far, it's very much appreciated. And like I was trying to say, subscribe, like, comment, share. It's all free, and it helps the channel out. And yes, Mr. T.
Talking about people that have made it all this way to the end of this video. They're all stars, so why not drop a star emoji?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Put a star emoji in. That'll be really, really good. Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to thank all of our subscribers that have subscribed with us from day one, all the new subscribers that have subscribed since then, and as usual, the future subscribers that might come back and watch this thinking, oh, they've come a long way. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next year.
Happy New Year!
Bye for now, and Happy New Year. Bye!
Bye!